racism isn't always a taught thing. Can it be something that, like, a child sees as a behavior in their parent and imitates? Absolutely. Can it be taught in that way? Yeah. But I feel like a lot of the time as well, racism is because of traumatic events, observations, and
It's the nature versus nurture debate, is what you're saying.
yeah, it's, and at the end of the day, I don't think there is anything that you can do to fix racism in the world. It's always going to be there. It's a matter of opinion, and opinions are inalienable rights as human beings. Like, you can't take away someone's right to have an opinion on something.
No, but you can also fix the corrupted system. You can fix the corrupted system.
That is,
No, let her. I want her to keep going with that because that's actually a good point. Go ahead.
There's a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about that goes behind the scenes within the police, within the government system. Like, there's a lot of things that needs to be fixed within that. And a lot of people don't know the truth of what's actually happening. A lot of people aren't being told the truth. And that's what we want to know.
And that's where the media comes. That's where the media comes into play in telling the truth instead of telling biased opinion. So I agree with you on that aspect in the sense of like knowing the truth. Like, I agree with you wholeheartedly on that one, to be honest. Is knowing the truth, but then also there's layers. Yes, racism is a problem. Yes, the government is a problem. Yes, the police is a problem. But there's layers. Because not only if you fix the police, you got to fix the prison system. If you fix the prison system, you got to fix laws. If you fix the laws, you got to fix the politicians that are willing to do that. Not only that, as you know, government takes forever to do it. Look at what they did with the firefighters that did on 9/11. Look at what they did. Those firefighters, the first responders, what happened? They try to help as many people as possible. They rebuild this city. They brought us together. And what happened? They got sick. They started getting certain cancers. Guess what the government says? The government says, no, your illnesses are not caused by that, by 9/11. Then they did more tests and saw that those tests have been proven that 9/11 caused these cancers. And then look, they still not funded it. John Stewart made a great point on that, but that's the problem with this government. That's why anarchy right now is the best. What is that Joker quote? Can you pull up that Joker quote?
Which is true though. To like my cousin who passed away due to the COVID. He was a DEA agent for New York, and he ended up getting cancer from being at 9/11.
Oh, there you go. Look, we have someone there.
And he beat the cancer. He was a cancer survivor and ended up passing away due to COVID. And his family, it's tough, man.
I want to backtrack
crazy.
what we were saying about how it's a state to state level problem. We were watching a video just not too long ago about the history of the Minneapolis Police Department and the amount of unjust shootings by police officers that have gone on in the past decade and how they have spiked. They are very high. The video later went on to go into the career background of the officer.
The officers with the complaints,
yeah. It turns out he had been in 2 other
shootings,
police shootings that ended a life. And I couldn't help think to myself, like, what if they keep track of those things and evaluate their officers after every one, put them through a test of evaluation, and make sure like that they're good. I don't know what the process would be for that. It was just a thought of mine. But when a specific officer has multiple of those things, I'm sure statistically they would be able to put the dots together and see that they're more likely to be biased towards this or unjust. It's not just a one-time behavior for officers. It's usually like the one who arrested you. it's a repetitive thing that they see history in, and they choose not to do anything about it when they should nip it from the bud. That wouldn't solve everything, of course not, but that I'm definitely sure would crack down on a lot of that stuff. If you have an officer who is a repetitive offender of excessive force, just stuff like that, you know.
Here's what the government. Here's where the founding fathers. Because what you're saying about these officers being checked, the government has three systems. It has the judicial system, which is the courthouses. It has the executive branch. So the judicial branch and the executive branch, which is the president who holds down the military, and I think local, not possibly local
the
officers.
Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court is the judicial system.
I thought this was
Yep, and then you have
legislature.
the legislation, which is our
Congress,
congressmen,
House
Senate,
of
and
Representatives.
Democrats. They're supposed to keep checks and balances. So when the Supreme Court is wrong, the legislative and the executive branch, they're supposed to check them. The judicial branch is supposed to check the other two, and as it goes, there's supposed to be a check
It
and
keeps
balances.
everyone in check.
Correct.
And you can't
Correct.
do one thing without another.
The problem is in the state one, how many times do we hear about they're defunding schools, or they're defunding this or defunding that? Some cops can't get hired because of defunding, stuff like that. The problem is that there's no checks and balances. There is no checks and balances at all. It's a system. It's a system of oppression, because once you're in the system, it's hard to get out of that system. Yeah, it is hard. It's hard to get out of that system. You have environment. You have the one thing is, like we were talking about, free will. You got to be able to change. But the problem is when you have a system of establishment. Dave Chappelle said it best. When you have a system that is corrupt, the only thing to do is tear it down. And we've protested. We've taken knees. We've done marches. We've done this. As the anarchist here, just in the anarchist eyes, the only way you're going to bring it down is not peacefully.
That's how America was built.
Of course.
That's how we came to who we are today, and the government likes to act like this isn't what we're supposed to do. Thomas Jefferson, in his writings, talked about how when you have a law that you don't feel is just, or it's not constitutional, it takes away your rights. Fight it. Fight it with everything you have.
Correct.
Because that is
People
your
need
right.
to vote.
And
You don't like your prosecutor?
like-
Vote them out.
This is what America was founded on. So it's like, what's happening in the streets nowadays? Is it excessive in some ways? Debatably, yeah. But is it going to be effective? And the big question now is, what are we going to do?
You have to bring it down to its knees. People have to register for a gun, and I don't mean to use it, but it's to protect yourself. The founding fathers said it. The Second Amendment was built to protect yourself against foreign and domestic governments. What are we? We're in the United States. This is a domesticated government. You have the right to protect yourself. You have the right to protect yourself. I say like Jelly Lips was saying, why tear down the businesses? Tear down the police quarters. Like, this is where organize. Killer Mike said it best.
Please.
Take 10 of your friends, organize it, right? All you need is 10 people. 10 people, right?
Hurting the right people.
Everyone, like, listening. Take 10 people, go to your home. Plan, plot, see what you guys got to do. Then have half of those people, go to the other 10 houses and see what they've come up with in this, and unite together. The perfect example is The Warriors. The movie The Warriors.
That's the black.
What happened? Oh, she's up. Is she
The
crying?
baby's up? Or she's just moving?
I think she's. Oh no, she's up. She's moving a lot. Sorry guys, we're on baby duty here, so. But like, people, that's what I'm saying. Like, and what you do is, let me go back to the idea, and then have them and organize and be able to fight the precinct. Like I so wish, at the highways, I completely understand protesting in the highways because that's perfect. And the cops should not care if people are protesting in the highways because they're away from local businesses.
What I was saying was that like here in Orlando, they started off on the 408, which is one of the major highways
In Orlando.
in Orlando, and the cops started pushing them off the highway onto public road. My thing is, if you're gonna protest out of all places, fine, do it on the highway. It's away from business, it's away from the general public, it's away from the main roads, it's away from regular civilians who are just trying to go about their day.
Did she just disappear?
Yeah, seriously.
That seemed like paranormal activity because it's
she
black and gray.
Really just
You know what?
disappeared
No, she
off
really
that-
just disappeared.
That shit weirds me. My kid just ran away.
So essentially, if you're going to protest and the police is gonna allow it, then let them do it on the highway. Why steer them towards general public so they can create more chaos? Like, your job is to contain the issue, control the issue. Let people protest, let people say what they gotta say. People do what you gotta say, but don't damage the city. Why damage the city? Why tear down business, small business owners that are already struggling due to the epidemic? Businesses that have been waiting for
Business owners who
lockdown
agree.
to be lifted, to get out of phase one, to keep moving forward, to be able to continue to grow.
With business owners and employees and co-workers and people that are with you in the same protest, I wouldn't. You're right. If you're going to do it, destroy cop cars, destroy the precincts.
If your issues with the police, take it with the police.
Correct.
It has nothing to do with the community, as far as the business, the homes that are being damaged, people's vehicles being set on fire. Like, these are people personal belongings. You don't know what it took that person to get that vehicle. You don't know what history of that owner had to go through to obtain their home. Like, why destroy and bring down your community because of what an organization have caused? Like, it makes no sense to me.
Like, honestly, to me, if I was in the protest, I would say, let's go to OPD. Let's go to OPD and do that at OPD. That's it. Simple. Do it at the precincts. Do it at the precincts. Like, where you guys should protest is either in the courthouse or in the precinct. Killer Mike said it best. If you guys hate a prosecutor for unjustly accusing you and charging you and taking your thing, vote him out. You guys got to organize and plan. That's what I say. If you guys are going to organize and plan, like I think these next 2 days, they should be chill. You guys should just go home. You know, like if it was me, if it was me, this is how I would do it. All right, you guys want to throw tear gas at us? Okay, no problem. Everybody, let's just chill. You'll be notified. Boom. This is the plan. Make sure you bring this. Make sure you bring water, milk for the tear gas. Make sure you bring some type of object. If you want to bring your guns, you could bring your guns. If you want to bring your bat, if you want to bring your machetes, boom. This is how I would say it. This is as the anarchist speaking. This is what you guys should do. And go to the precinct. And if they want, I don't know if you saw the video. There's a video of, remember what happened in Charlottesville? With the white supremacists and the Black Lives Matter and stuff like that. The white supremacists, they had the Charlottesville police, they were in shield gear. Not spraying tear gas, not pushing people around, nothing. And all you see is just white supremacists pushing up against a police officer and nothing's happening. No one's getting hurt, nothing. But now here, they want to tear gas us, they want to bomb you, they want to spray you with guns. Nah. I was telling her about a few days ago, it's like, yo, if people were really smart, since you guys are throwing the tear gas back, why not you guys throw Molotov cocktails at them? I told her, it's like, look, you have the people in the front as the pawns, and then the people in the back as the people that are, ducking against, boom, and just start throwing, bam, bam, bam. And as it gets hectic, but that's where the Second Amendment comes in. The domestic government is infringing on your rights, and it's a tyrannical government. It's not just domestic, it's a tyrannical government. It's here to oppress us. If you want to fight oppression, You got to be able to die for oppression. That's how I say it. As the
only reason
anarchist.
why they're fighting back though is to take back their power.
Mm-hmm.
They're not understanding that people want to be heard. They've been peaceful for so long that at this point there's no point
Well,
of
it's
being
not that they
peaceful.
want to be heard. They've been heard.
They've been heard.
They've been
It just
heard.
keeps happening.
They've been heard. They've been saying this whole time. They want to show. They want to be seen now. That's what it is.
And that's what the government's trying to do, is trying to suppress it. They want to be
keep-
seen now.
And that's the issue. They keep suppressing. They keep trying to prolong the inevitable. Like, come on, we need, like, people need to just realize time is changing, and we need to learn how to adapt and grow from it. Like, how many killings does it have to take for things to change or things to happen? Like, why? Like, these police officers need to be retrained. They have to be retrained. I'm not. There's people out there saying they should shut down the police department. No, they still have to be law and order. There still
has
have
to
to
be.
be some type of.
They cannot be the Wild Wild West. That would be destructive in any economy.
It's like, then what are we leaving to? Martial law?
Because then that's what it leads to, martial law.
Yeah.
But my way will lead to martial law. But that's when the people who are really about this are about this. If you're not, if you want to keep living in the press, that's all it takes. You throwing bottles and you throwing rocks at them that's just because you're throwing that is not going to change anything. It's just watch. They're gonna bring in the heavy guns, and you got to be able to bring it back. That's why I agree with the Second Amendment. Even though I can't use guns, but
This reminds me of the beginning of the War on Bloods and Crips. Seriously.
I know, right? I'm not a felon. I'm not a felon.
When it comes to
yeah, you
gang
said it.
wars,
There's
Yeah,
so much
follow it.
unfairness that goes with it though.
Correct.
There's way too much unfairness. Like, why is it
And
so easy for a white person to get away with murder, but it's so much harder for, like, it's so much easier for a black man to get the same charge as a white man?
It's so much easier for a black man to get more charges than a white man, which is true, and is statistically proven that has happened, especially with drug deals.
But I would definitely also give a little credit out to Dade County police officers out there. Some of them decided to join the protesters and take a knee
Yeah.
in front of the station.
See, that right there is the change we need.
That's what I think other police officers really need to look at and look at themselves, reanalyze what they're doing, because being more aggressive, I get some of them are acting in their own fear, because of course you have a mob coming at you. I completely understand, there's some fear behind them, but still, you are trained to keep calm in hostile environments. You are trained to control the environment. Like, I do not understand. Like, you should have a little bit more self-restraint than anything. You're trained.
You're trained as a police officer. You're supposed to be trained to diffuse a situation. Point blank and simple. Yes, if you lived in Orlando, you know there's a call center life here. That's the only thing. That's the only business that you to be honest, if you're gonna work here, call centers where you'll make the most money unless you're an attorney or something or your own business owner. You will always have that one call that goes ape shit where you can't diffuse the situation. You need someone to be able to diffuse the situation. But when you're a cop and you have a gun and a badge and you think you have the power to manipulate people into a confession, coerce people into a confession, kill somebody, and then nothing happens. I've always said it, like, how is it possible with all the videos that were surfacing, you fire the guy but then you don't arrest him that same day? Apparently, because when I took criminal justice classes, they said if an officer shoots somebody at that scene, they sometimes will go in the police car and they have to take their gun and their badge. This wasn't a police shooting. So how does this work when he put his knee? They fire him that same day. Why couldn't they arrest him? And they still haven't released the body cam. So how do we know he was resisting? But what is resisting? This is a vague law. What is
reason why
resisting?
I'm willing
If
to
you
put-
start walking away that's resisting arrest. If you make any movement, that is resisting arrest. If he has your hand, like if he has this and you're trying to like, yo, let me go, that is resisting. That's a vague law. Laws used to be concise and precise, so it's interpreted clearly. Laws now are not like that. It's
I'm
a tough
willing
call.
to put money on the fact that the reason they're not releasing the body cam, if the body cam footage revealed him resisting earlier than what the camera from the store pulled up,
And cell phone cameras?
Yeah, and cell phone cameras. If the body cam revealed something like that they could use to defend it, they would have been released. They would have been released it. But I'm absolutely willing to put money on the fact that the body cam footage only reveals that man was not resisting at all. Do you even know what he was called?
He was most
for?
likely called for. Yeah,
Do you know why they called him to the scene?
they called him to the scene because apparently
Counterfeit money.
counterfeit money. And usually when they get counterfeit monies, they said even the owner says
it
it
was
is like
$10.
it was $10. It was $10.
$10.
A counterfeit $10 bill.
Counterfeit $10 bill.
Hey, good morning.
Like, counterfeit $10 bill, and the man got like killed for it. Like, first of all, why do you need 4 officers were at the scene there? Like, what's the need for that? I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
For a counterfeit dollar bill.
I don't know, man. I think all we all need to do is just go get guns and pray. Go get guns and pray. That's it. That is.
We're not promoting violence.
Oh no, it's not
Or-
promoting. That's protection.
That's
I'm just
protection,
Saying, I'm
it's
saying
protection.
for protection measure. Let me clarify that.
Yeah, protection.
I'm not about let's get our guns and go destroy a police station. No, I'm not with all that. Police station.
As
I'll
the
destroy.
anarchist, yes, but
I'll
as
destroy a police station, but not with guns.
Me in
I'm
general,
not gonna do
no.
that with guns. I'll tear the fucking place up. Sure, steal a crane, get a wrecking ball. You know.
drive a automatic car straight into the police precinct. It's funny how there's no donkey of the day for Floridians. Like nothing crazy has happened in Florida yet.
Florida man
During
steals
the-
police horse.
Oh yeah, Florida man steals police horse.
Steals police.
But that's
horse.
not donkey of the day. That's pretty G. That's pretty good.
Oh, I don't even think this takes place in Florida, but somebody threw a brick at a horse.
Yeah, someone threw a brick at a horse, and then
The horse has nothing to do
Yeah,
with
and
it.
then on Facebook they're like, "This is a picture of the monster who threw a brick at a horse with his mugshot, him and cubs." Like,
Yeah, but this has nothing to do with animals. Like, don't abuse the animals.
no,
Don't
that's
do
true.
that.
But
Don't do that.
of course, the animals are there. They're gonna get caught in the crossfire, just like the dumbasses who bring their 9-year-olds. You know, like they're gonna get maced too. So, they're gonna get maced too. But, you know, I will say, on that Facebook post with the guy who stole a horse, there was this one lady who was commenting all butthurt. I don't think these people understand that horses are animals that need special care, and their emotional connection to the rider and the environment that they're in. And I get it, cool. And this guy commented like laughing, and he was like, "I'm sorry, all I can picture is him riding into town saying, 'The police are coming, the police are coming.'"
They're really going OD in that message chat, right? Or not?
No, this is my brother right now.
What's he
He's
saying?
still talking about the damn camera. He's telling the camera subject.
I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I want to see how long this curfew goes for. But I don't think we're.
I don't
No,
know.
curfew's until
I don't
tomorrow.
agree until I don't
unless
agree with the
anything, unless
curfew.
they extend it again. But yeah,
I really don't.
it's
I
always
personally
something.
don't agree with the curfew. I feel like they're just using it to scare people
That's
No,
into staying home.
well, because they want to keep people in home instead of being out and about.
If you
They try to
said-
limit the population and the people.
It helps them die down the numbers of how many wrongful macings are happening.
Correct.
Basically, if you tell people stay home, then it's pretty clear the only reason they're going out, even though you told them to, is to protest.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives them the benefit of the doubt, where they can, distinct between protesters and regular people who are just going about their
But then that's also power. Like that's the power
Yeah.
we're talking about. Like you can't tell someone to stay at home. You really can't. I would understand if you tell someone, because of the COVID situation, they told people to stay at home to try to limit the COVID disease. That's understandable. You're trying to save lives. You're trying to get not people to get sick. But here, this is wrongful. Now I understand if you're trying to avoid looting, like people looting and stuff.
I think it's justified being the fact that if they don't tell people to do that, like, people are gonna get hurt. This is a mess out here. It's a mess. Like, you know, I think honestly, if I were the governor of Florida, that's the same thing I would want to do too. You know, stay home, please, because it's fucking gnarly out here. So.
I don't trust the OPD chief. I don't agree.
I mean,
okay, so I'm reading a meme right now. Give me a second. It's a lady, very angry, looks like a Karen at a horse. 2 horses at that, right? And she just that's the face. And the meme says, "Lady, I'm just a fucking horse. Why are you yelling at me? Holy shit!" Which is facts. It's like, why is she yelling at the horse? And it's a cute horse. It's like one of them horses you see in like the
It's a white horse.
You know, it's a white horse.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness. But man, that's crazy.
Yeah, this shit's getting.
It is
Out
getting
of hand.
scary out there.
It's just I don't know when it, like what it'll.
I'm just ready to get back to work.
Same. I feel that.
You know, want to work. Feel like I'm, you know.
welcome to level 6 of Jumanji.
Oh my goodness.
We made it to the ending of May.
Yo, it is like Jumanji out there. though.
Thousands now chanting
really
Black
is.
Lives Matter in front of the U.S. Embassy in Berlin. It's all over. Man.
Wow.
Wow.
Berlin. This has gone out there. I gotta hand it down to the United States. We're definitely
Impact and show a lot on the world, you know? They really look at us.
They really do look at us for guidance.
I made
You
a
know, they
post
were-
earlier
they were-
with some information that I had gathered about. I'm tired of people saying, you know, we're the greatest country in the world, or even let's make it great again. Thank you.
I think we should make it great
We
again.
should
but
make it great again.
It's the
but
way
let
we
me
can make
read
it
you
great.
some statistics, bro. Let me read you some shit, and just let me tell you why America fucking sucks as a country. Just point blank and simple. Just fucking sucks, bro.
Is this a post or
This
is
is a post that I made because I gathered some information together. Let me see.
Where'd you gather the sources?
It was a video from YouTube, basically.
You can't believe everything on YouTube, though.
No,
I'm just kidding.
But this is like, look, okay. I basically said America is not the greatest country in the world. With a straight face, you're going to tell students that America is a star-spangled awesome, that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom. Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, and Belgium have freedom.
He's quoting the newsroom from
Yeah.
Aaron Sorkin. Great
Yes.
show. It's an HBO show. Will McAvoy is a great anchor, and this is exactly how the news is supposed to run. Go ahead, sir.
207 sovereign states in the world, and 180 of them have freedom. There's absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We are 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, 4th in labor force, and 4th in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories. Number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending. We spend more than the next 26 countries combined,
25 of
25 of which are allies. America is not the greatest country. It used to be, where we stood up for what was right, which is basically what's happening now in the streets. Where we stood up for what was right, and we fought for a moral reason. We passed laws, struck down laws, for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed. We cared about our neighbors. We put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chests. We built great things, big things, blah, 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 blah. This is just him kissing olden days America's ass. But yeah, bro, like that, and that's not even going to mention our educational system. That's not going to mention so
health.
fucking much. Like
Healthcare.
healthcare, bro. Like it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like And then you get people who are so overinflated in the head on America and how it's great. Let's make America great again. Cool, sure. I mean, I'd like to see it.
Like,
We should start learning from other countries, though.
like
Honestly.
there is some stuff that we can definitely grow from other countries, just the same way how other countries grown from us. But the U.S., Americans, we are known to be prideful bitches, like prideful motherfuckers. So, you know, we are like we know it all. And
I wonder, just a thought. I wonder how.
but we do got that military.
I don't even need to wonder.
Technically,
of
we
course,
don't.
we have
China's
the-
about to fuck us
No,
up.
China got the numbers. So we got these skills.
Not only that,
Actually,
we have the
Just don't
highest
pass
nuclear
on
overkill
hands
factor
up.
in the world. We have the highest nuclear overkill factor in the world.
Yeah.
There's about 15,000 nuclear warheads in the world. We hold 7,000 of them. China holds 5,000, and the other couple thousand are just spread out within countries.
I don't
And
know,
like,
man.
it's insane.
This is out of my league on this part.
Don't we went into a race, the nuclear race with Russia.
Yeah, we did. It was called the Cold War.
The Cold
Because they thought that was the war of spies. When everything died down after World War II and the Vietnam War, the Cold War, well, the Korean War, to be more specific.
Oh.
The Korean War, to be more specific. And essentially, from what I know, is that the Cold War was Russia trying to see, because apparently there was Russian agents that were spies inside our government, supposedly.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it was. But yeah, there was a nuclear because of World War II
That
when
was a
we
big
dropped
thing.
bombs
That-
on Hiroshima.
That was a big thing back then. A lot of people used to point the finger at, oh, this person's a spy, this person's a spy. And they used to do it just out of spite.
Just out of spite.
Just out of spite.
I mean, that goes back to Salem when they used to say people were witches just out of spite. I don't like that bitch. She a witch. Like,
But it was.
look at this post I saw earlier. Apparently, this is like just a conspiracy based on what someone said, but I thought this was crazy. It says, did you guys know Martin Luther King didn't die from a bullet that hit him? He was killed, smothered in the hospital. Also, 1999, U.S. government was found guilty in court of law of conspiring to kill him, but silenced by the media. Miss Coretta Scott King sued the government and won the case. But why didn't we learn about this in school?
Oh yeah, we have the worst public education system ever,
really
dude.
do.
I
We
mean,
really
it's
do.
so-
Really
You know, it's sad that I learned a lot of my stuff. Like you see me all the time. I'm always on
you learn
YouTube.
most of your stuff from Joe Rogan podcast. And I admire that. He spits so much like logical
Facts.
shit, like knowledge, bro. It's admirable. It's awesome.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying though?
it's-
Like that's sad though. It's sad that I learned
I
more on
love
YouTube and Joe Rogan Experience.
I love
than-
talking to people and seeing people who are absolutely obsessed with the growth
With
of
knowledge.
Like it's
knowledge.
that's
Man, knowledge is
oh
power.
yo, I just got the fattest fucking Charlie horse.
That's what you get for quick standing up and sitting down and standing up and sitting down. He's hurting. He's holding his back leg.
Oh, I can bend it though.
Oh, that's cute.
So you know,
You got to drink more water instead of the Coke and
pickle
the
juice.
or pickle juice. Yeah. Ugh.
Pickle juice is good. That's some country shit.
But that's sad.
We're the
Huh?
only two people who drink pickle juice
I
and
know.
olive juice.
Y'all disgusting. Yeah, for real. I drink apple juice.
You're
Orange
normal.
Nah, that's
Better.
nasty. Orange is better. Team
And-
orange juice.
Here's the next debate.
I don't know which. I mean, it's apples.
Orange juice is
it's
better
apples to
'cause-
oranges, so it's different. Pope or no pope?
No
No
pulp.
No
pulp.
pulp.
I agree. No pope.
Now
Team no pulp.
What I look like? Being you, spitting everywhere? That's so nasty.
you smile, you got hairs coming from between your teeth.
Oh my goodness.
But like with Pope, every sip you take is like backwash or some
Ew.
shit. Nasty.
Damn, having some dirty ass mouth if you have backwash that's that bad.
It's like,
Damn, you don't
you know, like,
floss.
when that should be, like I was about to say hitting the back of your throat, but
That's literally what she said.
oh god.
Sips cola.
With his pinky up.
Fancy.
Oh my goodness. So, what you gonna do tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm monitoring, man, because this shit is depressing.
It's
And
so
it's just
depressing.
so sad. Just seeing how
Everything is
society and
sad.
humanity is coming about.
Yeah, everything is sad right now. Everything.
I don't know much about this whole anonymous thing that Ali was telling me about. But
What they're talking about is the anonymous
Online
video that
group
came
of
out
hackers,
for
yeah.
the online hacktivist group,
The
media,
infamous.
the infamous anonymous. Go ahead.
They're basically like, I don't know if it's triggered by the whole rioting thing where they're like, you know what, they're choosing to deal with this the hard way, so let's give them a bunch of other things to deal with the hard way now. But they're basically, if what you were telling me earlier, you might be able to recall it better than me. Well, like, go
About
ahead.
the criminal documents that he released.
Go ahead about, what was it, Trump's this and
Oh, apparently they hacked, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so apparently they have been releasing out tons of new information upon Trump.
From Epstein's Black Book. I don't know who Epstein is.
From Jeffrey
You don't know who
Epstein.
Jeffrey Epstein?
Yeah,
Okay.
who's Jeffrey
Oh my
Epstein?
god, yeah, freaking millennials.
Okay, Jeffrey Epstein was apparently a rich. There's a Netflix documentary on it on Netflix, but apparently he's this rich guy, right? And he got arrested. He got arrested for having his own island, which he had his own island, and he had a dungeon filled with underage women, and essentially he would bring powerful people in there to talk. And apparently what you were saying is essentially they hacked
what
that
Shane
ledger.
was telling me about.
That's the reason why
That's
he
what
died.
Shane was telling me about.
And that's so sad because come to find out that's all true.
It is true.
That's true now.
That's the reason why they killed him. They killed him because
He had too much information.
he had so much information.
Way too much information.
Bill Clinton took his Jeffrey Epstein flew Bill Clinton to that island somewhere about 20 something times. Yeah, Bill Clinton used to chill with Jeffrey Epstein.
That's what I told you. There's so much.
There's-
Dude, the Clintons alone, there's so much fucking shit
Oh my
surrounding
God.
the Clintons. Their kill list of assassinations, cover-ups, like, is pages long.
It's
If you
pages
go into
long.
it and look at it, bro, there's so much fucking shit that they have covered up via assassinations, killings, muggings in alleyways, heavy air quotes on that.
But
Like,
here's the thing of what it
Allegedly.
comes down to.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
People do want the truth, and this is part of the truth. And
Yeah.
it, like, and even the Hollywood industry too. Like the Hollywood industry is filled with that stuff.
corruption and just
Yeah,
So much
Jeffrey
corruption.
Epstein wasn't the only one. I mean, Harvey Weinstein wasn't the only
yeah.
one. Weinstein wasn't the only one.
yeah.
Like
No, I
a
know.
lot of people say, what about the agents, the managers, the directors, or like, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
But with the Jeffrey Epstein, that was.
Yeah, anonymous hacked into the Chicago PD radios and playing "Fuck the Police."
Where'd you get that?
Blind? The Week. What website is it?
Yeah, what website is that?
The Week.
All right,
The
so
Week.
on the week. Literally the week. the WEEK.
This week on the week.
Yeah, this week on the week.
Y'all making me weak.
And additionally, a widely shared tweet claimed that the Chicago police radio system had been hijacked with notorious B.I.G. "Fuck the Police."
BIG, fuck the police.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought that was the
song.
NDA.
Wait, that's
That's NWA.
Yeah, it is.
And
Reliable
Fast
news
check.
source.
Fast check, Steve-O. Fast check. I'm like reading it as I'm going. Fucking. I'm like, wait.
Unless B.I.G. Unless it's, what was it?
Let me see. I'm looking it up.
Go ahead, look it up because
Yeah, I'm looking it
I never heard B.I.G. said
No, that's
No.
WM.
that's NWA.
NWA.
WNBA.
So they found more upon Trump being a rapist.
What'd they find?
So it says, in addition to Stephanie Clifford, aka porn actress Stormy Daniels, and former Playboy model Karen McDougal?
McDougal.
McDougal?
McDougal.
Okay. Cohen reportedly helped settle a number of rape cases involving Trump. WMR received a list of reputable Republican source of the settlement claims, all of which involve male and female minors.
Where's this from?
That's the source.
Legal?
Schnauzer.
Yeah, schnauzer.blogspot.com. And schnauzer is spelled
Like
So
the
it's-
dog, Schnauzer.
SCHNAUZER. Did you just have like a spasm attack?
No, my phone was fell out of my hand.
Not quite. I had a
Called
mosquito in my eye.
reflex. It's called reflex.
I know, right? Just, I was like, what? What happened?
So it says the first victim was Michael Parker, 10 years old, oral rape, Mar-a-Lago, Palm Beach, Florida, 1992. Trump paid his parents a $3 million settlement.
Wow. Or
second-
oral rape.
For oral rape. A 10-year-old boy. Number 2 is Kelly Fiore, 12 years old, $1 million settlement paid in 1989. Allegations of forced intercourse, Trump Tower, New York, New York.
13-year-old girl.
There was this 13-year-old girl. I read him an article about what Anonymous had found about him and Epstein. About this 13-year-old girl, how Trump raped and took her virginity 7 times. He raped a girl, took her virginity, and raped her 7 times. Along with Epstein. And her name is, let's see, Rebecca Conway. 13 years old, intercourse and oral sex. Trump Vineyard Estates, Charlottesville, VA, 2012, $5 million settlement.
Settlements are a motherfucker, aren't they? That's how. Did you know Bill O'Reilly, the Fox anchor? He's had sexual harassment suits where he's paid millions of dollars out too. There was one where it was an undisclosed amount, in the millions. I love how this podcast is just getting darker and darker and darker.
Yeah, right.
Here's the 5th one.
Oh no, let's stop. There's too many kids. No, I'm gonna hold restraint. The anarchist is gonna. Yeah, the list goes on. Of
list
course,
goes on,
because this
bro.
happened years. 1992.
Yeah.
That's when I was born. You know what I mean? Like, yo.
And apparently there's a Jeffrey Epstein documentary on Netflix.
There is, yeah. There's a Jeffrey Epstein documentary. We were watching it, but I fell asleep.
My Netflix just expired too.
And Anonymous
Don't worry, buddy.
also-
You could get the code, and we'll let you have some. Can we? How many users can have it?
Remember, I had dropped it down from 4 to 2.
Oh, so right now it's only.
It's only at 2. They
only
can
at
get on, but if we on at the same time, bump somebody out, or I could just upgrade it back up against the 4. Fucking not that serious. Either
They
way.
also released his Black Book.
Which was most likely that's in the
Dude, I
Black
thought
Book.
to myself, clearly he's fucked up in the head, but why would you do all that and write about it?
Who?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Because to keep it larger, it's the same way back then. You know, like a booker.
Yeah.
So
but
some people,
You
okay,
gotta keep that so you know who
the
owes you what.
incriminating. Oh.
but here's the reason why. Apparently he was apparently this is a conspiracy that he was a CIA asset. because he did not just have Trump, Bill Clinton, and other powerful people. He had other powerful people from other nations
Yeah.
too. He had kings. Panama Papers. The Panama Papers apparently mentioned Jeffrey Epstein. I don't know if that's true or not. I didn't do my research. I'm not gonna speculate, but I heard that was in these streets. That's the word on these streets, bro.
Streets run deep, man. Lots of words.
And they're running deep right now on I-4.
Not really.
I don't know what's going on currently. What's the
Drinking my
news?
drink.
I'm trying my drink.
Like, relationship problems, man. And then
Keeps drinking my drink.
Drinking my drink.
Yo, she stared at me dumb hard when you said that. That's my biggest problem.
You want a Marta?
Nah, I'm okay.
I was talking to my babe, but.
No.
Pepsi?
I don't know there is one.
Hey,
Both of y'all stop. Taking this away from both. Here's a cup with light ice.
Thank you.
What you got?
So it's just confirmed that ICE is coming and the military are coming to the LA protest. If you are undocumented, run. It's not to be taken lightly.
Just make sure you fact check it first. 'Cause some
Who's
people
that?
just
Who's
be
that post
posting.
from? Is that on Twitter?
It's on Facebook and it's from their Instagram page called the Mexican Activist.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, to me,
It's just gotta wait until, but just hoping, people are just being smart, man. Be smart.
Just protect each other.
protect each other.
Protect each other.
stop hurting the wrong people.
Stop hurting the wrong people.
Seriously, like that shit hurts my heart to see, and it's pathetic, man. Like y'all are hurting small business owners, these people that probably come from the same backgrounds y'all are coming from, and trying to make it for their families and give something to their grandkids, and like y'all over here burning shit down and destroying shit and stealing. Like
I don't think
Protect
that's
each
right.
other,
Again,
love each
I think the
other.
precinct burning
it
down in
needs to
Minneapolis
be
is good.
Organize your
Correct.
shit and quit fucking up everyone else. Like get your shit together.
Oh my goodness.
It's not easy.
Like you have a direct target, you have a direct enemy here, and you're taking out so many casualties just cause fuck it.
Stick together. That's definitely one thing I can say.
Because people just can't lose focus on what the goal is. What is the end goal?
Okay.
I had to sneeze, but I was trying to hold it. Damn.
COVID,
Y'all
bro.
really be like
thought you were gonna
on
throw
me.
up.
Yo, you home as fast as I was your hair? Yo, what happened?
We care
okay over
about
there?
you. We
Nice.
care about you.
You went-
holding my sneeze.
Oh shit. Too many
I'm
hot
not
dogs
trying to
today.
spread the virus. No, I don't know. Never. haven't got
Yeah, that's right, guys. She has it. Lucky for you, she can't give it to you through your phone. Or can she?
Don't
No.
do that.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
There'll be people out there listening to you like those with the cleaning product issue.
What?
Remember? Remember? Like,
Thank you.
okay. What I'm saying when they were talking about with the Clorox, with the COVID.
Hydrochloroquine.
No, they were saying that people should
That's a long word.
drink Clorox to if they had symptoms of the coronavirus.
Shots.
And I wasn't trying to say it because YouTube is taking down videos of those who speak about it. But
You know,
hey,
I watched a video on how
I'll let you
coronavirus
know.
actually attacks, like how it actually works. You know, coronavirus in itself doesn't kill you. You know, that, right?
it's the pneumonia that comes from it,
Yeah.
and the respiratory.
Yeah, and the interesting part about it is the virus, you breathe it in, it's airborne. You breathe it in and it attaches itself in your lungs where it spreads around in your lungs, and basically what it does in return isn't kill you, but it kills your white blood cells. It kills your
It
immune
lowers you, yep.
system. It kills
It
your
attacks
ability
it.
to fight off bacteria. So from that point on, you're like a cancer patient, basically.
And make sure.
You're so susceptible to anything. Like
Correct.
you have to wear a mask. You have to be careful.
And make sure you do this. We're doing this without looking at our phones.
Mhm.
So we're not reporting on anything, allegedly.
What?
What?
This is for YouTube. No, this is for YouTube
What?
because YouTube's taking down anything related
Oh,
to the
yeah.
COVID.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't want to mention what I was saying a while ago, and y'all all looking at me.
The reason, YouTube. So the problem with YouTube right now, and a lot of
Taking down anything.
it's
like
taken
that.
down like that because they were doctors from different states and different hospitals were having conversations on YouTube on how look. COVID is working like this on my end and like that, and YouTube's taking it down. For any mentions, it can only be a highly recommended or highly decorative media outlet that could talk about the COVID situation.
Why
So that's
not doctors though?
My point exactly. Why not doctors who are in the front lines actually knowing what's going on? So it has to be reported.
Who knows? Not me.
That's where it comes down. All we want to know is the truth.
I agree with you. There's a lot of things that have not been told, but the problem, and that's one thing where it's like that's how the apartheid finished in South Africa. I don't know much about the apartheid, but apparently that both sides basically stated what they did wrong, and then that's how they came together to fix those things that they did wrong. And when you have too much, when there's too much noise and not enough truth, this is what you get. This is what you get.
We do get shelter a lot compared to the other countries.
Compared to other countries, we get sheltered a lot.
Our news is beyond.
It's regulated.
Like, come on, like it is regulated. You're absolutely right. It's all regulated. And it was funny is that you have to actually look at news organizations outside of the country to find out what specifically is happening.
Yeah.
What was that website you were telling me? That you get?
Oh, Al Jazeera.
Yeah. I just use one. I do believe in the BBC in England is good. I do.
PBS,
Yeah. Australian journalism is good too.
BBC.
Big black cocker spaniel.
You're just saying what they're all thinking.
Every time someone talks about that news station or channel, whatever it is. I don't know, what is it?
Are they
Broadcasting
taking
network.
out? They canceling Rick and Morty?
Are they?
Again?
No, for real.
How
I
many
feel
times?
like I've been waiting for season 4 for my entire life.
They already
They
aired the
came out with
first
season
half.
4.
Yeah, they
Did
already.
they?
Yeah, they already aired
We
the
just
first half
never
of
watch
season
it.
4.
We don't know what to watch it on.
I'm just waiting on Attack on Titan season 4 to come out.
I'm just waiting to. I'm gonna
I'm
actually start
behind.
watching
Oh,
Attack on
Dragon
Titan.
Ball.
You're a
'Cause
season behind.
I don't know. I feel like I never gave
Season
Attack on
3.
Titan a chance, and
It's
everyone
so
talks so
good.
good
It
about it.
changes
I
everything.
feel like I just never gave it a chance.
Attack on
Titan is good.
Attack on Titan is good. Like at
It's
first,
good.
she put it on for me for the first time. She said, "I think you like this anime," and I was blown away.
I didn't start at the first
Yeah,
episode. I
I'm
saw
getting
like a
into
random part of some
anime.
random episode. It wasn't like.
I want. There's a.
And comics.
She got me. She was watching Supergirl, and I was like,
Well, I mean, like actual comics too.
"Oh yeah, actual
Not
comics,
just
comics."
the show.
Yeah, but Supergirl was funny because at first I would be playing PS4 and then I would listen to like Supergirl and I was like, yo, these are very woke comments. But then as it started unwinding, I was like, oh wait, this is pretty okay. Less wokeness, more comic, and I was like, yes.
I tell you, they was doing that in the beginning
Yeah.
because remember I was like, wait until they get to half the season when the CW buys it out. Then you gotta see the change. Because they were really pushing woman power and
Wokeness.
yeah.
You get woke, folks.
Not saying it's wrong, but it's like
All right. All right. Due to warnings, I am going to have to do a part 2. Memory issues, problems, I guess. Stay tuned.
What's so good
Damn.
right now? What?
There's a lot of stuff that we learned today.
Part 2.
Oh my god. I thought you were gonna do like a next day or something like that. Give us time to like re-up our information. Like,
He's like, shove it in your mouth. Take it.
Literally what you said.
No, going back to Supergirl. Oh man. No, all right. So going back to Attack on Titan, bro, you really got to see it. Like when I saw it, I was
And the
like,
first episode starts with a Titan eating May's mom.
yo,
Like straight up eating her.
spoiler alert.
If you haven't already, like me, you're kind of lame. Get to it. Like,
Oh my
It's your
goodness.
own fault.
I'm waiting for Dragon Ball.
Man.
Really?
Yeah.
They're going on with another one?
Dude. Dragon Ball been going on since before.
yeah, it's been.
I don't know. Dragon Ball Super was
Why?
good.
Born.
It was actually it
Dude,
started in
I
the
remember
1980s.
being like 4
Yeah.
years old and these like Dragon Ball action figures and
Dragon
comics.
Ball is The Simpsons.
Dragon
Never
Ball.
gonna go off the air.
Dragon Ball is
Neither is
our
Naruto.
novella.
Neither is Naruto.
Oh,
Yeah.
Naruto. Naruto.
You said it wrong.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Hey, attack me.
Let's attack you now before they
happens
attack you
With
online.
anime geeks, man.
Real
Get your shit straight.
I'm not an anime geek, and I don't like Naruto, but okay.
I never watched Naruto and I never watched Dragon Ball and I regret that.
No, Dragon Ball you could
Dragon
always
Ball's
get
pretty
into.
good.
It's
Yeah.
really good. The only
Dragon
problem
Ball is fire. I just never
Yeah.
sat there and watched
it just takes
It
forever
takes
long.
forever.
You got to
You know
get
how
the
many
shortened versions.
episodes there are of Dragon Ball?
Yo. Like, I used to watch it when
I
was
think
a
if
kid.
if you was gonna do a binge watch, this would be that time. Everyone's on lockdown. And just sit your ass in your room and we
Just-
see you in 86 days.
More, possibly more, give or take. No, more, give a lot.
You know,
Let me see.
ridiculous.
Oh my goodness.
It's not
How
from when
long
he
would
was
it
a little
take you
kid.
to watch every episode of Dragon Ball Z?
Hey Siri.
And that's not Dragon Ball. That's not Dragon Ball GT. That's not Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad.
What do you say? What is it?
Assuming for a 24-minute
that?
run
Oh.
length per episode, it's about 230 hours or 9 days and 6 hours.
That's with no sleep.
That's with no
Yeah, I
sleep
know.
and
For
no
9
no
days.
commercials.
For 10, let's say 10 days.
Yo, she just brought up a meme. All right, it's SpongeBob. America reopens. SpongeBob is laughing. 12 seconds later, and then it's just SpongeBob where everything's burning. The whole office is burning.
Everything's on fire, it's chaos.
Everything's all. America reopens. 12 hours later. Yeah, that voice is so awesome. Oh my goodness.
But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
If you're gonna watch it, this be your time.
This would be the time. And there's also apparently there's different edited versions. There are different dubbed versions. So there's two. It's the same show but with different verbiage. It's weird. Like some curse and some don't. Some like, and then out of the ones that don't curse, there's like two different dialogues. So it's weird, man. It's crazy. It is crazy.
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
I don't know. I think you should get on Attack on Titan, and the reason why is like at first you think it goes one way, and then it goes completely another. And this is a show where you cannot get attached to characters
Like
because
Game
they all
of Thrones.
it's just like Game of Thrones.
Nobody ain't safe.
Game of Thrones.
What happened?
We were trying to watch Game of Thrones.
What
That
season?
didn't really go well.
We went up to like, what? How many episodes?
We only went to episode 3.
What? Which
What?
season?
One.
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 But how
we
happened?
didn't
I
have
don't know.
the time.
We just didn't
We
have the
just
time.
kept working.
Yeah, we were both
We were
working.
working
We were never home
2
together.
jobs and stuff like that, so we didn't really.
But if you're ever gonna watch Game of Thrones, this would be the time. Oh my god.
This would be the time to watch to
I'm
binge watch
telling
it.
you, like,
We
don't
almost
have-
spent
we
most of
don't
this time
have-
trying to
what
figure
have
out
you
which
guys
one of
been
the
doing
shows.
since
Yeah.
March? Like, what have y'all been doing?
I'm an essential worker, so I worked. Ugh.
Grandpa, what did you do during coronavirus?
Worked.
Because I'm a fucking god.
I was cool at the house. Had to go out there, fight my battles.
Get yelled at by Karens.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, because if it wasn't for me, y'all would not even watch Tiger King either.
Oh, hell no.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, what? What is
Let's
that?
not
What
even
you
get
mean?
started on that.
No, let's get started. Let's get started on this. I want.
Hang on.
Girl, my
No, I
bitch.
got something for
Hey,
you.
all my cats. What is
Hate
it?
that bitch.
What is it?
Oh, hey, you cool cat and kittens.
Oh my god. And cue the investigation.
That's brilliant. My late ass.
All right, let's see here. Here's another meme. All right, it's the meme show. All right, it's Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin. I'm allergic to cinnamon. Cinnamon?
Feel me.
So I kind of put him in a tiger cage, and they ate him. And then apparently a docky picture that's very bad.
It's the llama from Carl. You can't just cut people's heads off, Carl. that kills people, Carl.
Carol, that kills people. Okay,
The
got
original
it.
video was Carl.
Yeah.
It was a guy named Carl who just killed people. And the llama's like,
Yo,
Carl,
we used to watch that a lot in
you
middle
can't do that, Carl.
Huh.
school. We used to watch that a lot in middle school.
Did you ever watch, what was that bear show? What was that bear show?
Bears
Crap.
seen bears?
No, it was
Me too. High key.
Yeah, I'm
I
raising
watched
such
that.
as the 90 kid.
I was like, yeah, I watched that. Wow, it was good.
Okay, it was definitely not that one.
What you know about Franklin Turtle, though?
What you know about Lil Bill?
What you know about Doug?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Wait
yeah.
a second. That's a little. Isn't that the little orange dog or something?
What?
What is that?
That's Cat Dog.
That's Cat Dog.
Oh yeah. What's Doug again? That sounds
Doug
really
Doug
familiar.
is like the really big nosed kid. Yeah.
And his
Oh my
best
fucking
friend was
God.
Skeeter.
Yeah.
Skeeter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Who was blue?
a dog. Blue's Clues.
Blues Clues. Steve.
Skeeter
Got
was
arrested.
He's a crackhead.
Steve got arrested
He's a
and
crackhead.
fired from the show for marijuana possession charges.
Yeah.
Oh, marijuana? Why'd you say
Was it
crackhead?
Because I thought he was doing more.
And cue the investigation.
How you just gonna take my stuff?
You gotta license that one, bruh.
Copyright.
Air quotes, Allie. There you go, alright? You happy?
Just say my name.
Say my name, say my name. You know it's gonna
At least he
hurt
didn't say full name. He did it himself. What? What's your name, sir?
Thanks for giving me more work to do.
Go ahead. State your social too if you want.
No, please don't.
I don't know. He has that on record.
He's like, please do. I didn't that free, sir. This is not true. It's not true at all. So don't research your crack.
We're just dying.
Oh my god, you're dropping gems
Yo,
today.
this chick, she's like, yeah, this is the end of the world. The Mayan calendar only went up to 2020.
I think Google's covering something up here, because that's not what I heard.
What?
It said, what?
What did you search?
I looked up what happened to the Blues Clues guy. Uh,
Hey, Steve. What happened to the guy and that
yeah,
brought
it
Joe?
says he was. It was revealed that one of the main reasons he left the show was because he was going bald, and he didn't want.
That's a damn
He
lie.
didn't want that to happen on national television in front of his young fans.
Yeah, that's a
Bullshit.
lie.
This is what happened
He
to
could
the
wear a
voice of this
headpiece.
guy.
Or a hat.
And then there's another.
Yo,
Who
but
had hat
those
on the show?
those
Remember?
projects were pretty fun.
No, what's his
The
name?
one I remember, I remember from Blue's Clues is when they did the
Baby Paprika.
Oh my god.
Okay, baby paprika was dead. That was my little homie.
when they made the it was you get
She got
a
replaced by Cinnamon though.
What?
She did have a little cinnamon.
Paprika wasn't in the show for long.
She really wasn't.
She was only in there for 4 episodes.
was that the
Yeah.
pink dog?
Apparently,
No, it was the baby from
in
Mrs.
episode
Salt and
4,
Mrs. Pepper.
in episode
Oh.
4, she grew up.
Damn, we
became a
went from Blue's
toddler.
Clues to Mrs. Pepper.
Cinnamon takes her place as the youngest member in the family. Yeah, basically.
I told you. I knew it. I was like, yeah.
4,
you
not
have a baby
episodes,
sister.
4 seasons. My bad.
4 seasons. Yeah, because she ended up having a baby sister. Cinnamon.
Don't listen to me, guys.
Sugar
I need to
names.
read before I talk.
No, just state your source and then read it.
Oh, I backed out of it.
You're good. State your source. That's it.
We were so
Google it.
Google it. Google what?
No, the Googly. That's my stores. The Google. Hey Google.
Hey Google.
That's how she says it. Bro, we were out here swimming, and I tell her to pause or something. She's talking to the speaker. Hey Google. Hey Google.
Hey, Google, you want some picnic basket?
Well, back to Blue's Clues.
Listen, leave Yogi alone. Yogi had the forever munchies. Always trying to steal people's picnic baskets.
What is in your picnic baskets?
Oh my god.
That's a bad impression, I know.
It's not creepy.
Almost nigga walks out of the fucking bushes. Give me that shit. What's in our picnic basket? Fucking
What about Blue's Clues?
Blue's Clues.
Oh, back to that.
Still on that.
No, they just made a guitar using a Kleenex box, rubber bands, and
Oh, I think I know what episode you
a paper
about.
towel. Yeah, that's the one that resonates with me because I thought it was pretty dope.
I just remember the
A
Blue Dot
DIY
A
guitar?
DIY guitar.
Didn't we all make one of those out of a cereal box at some point in our life? And
No.
toilet paper
I-
tubes?
No.
No, I made a
No.
I did that.
caterpillar with an egg carton.
I made
Word.
a walkie-talkie with toilet paper rolls.
That's dope. I made a
With
guitar
string.
one time with rubber bands, a cereal box, and a paper towel roll.
I made a bug.
Made a bug.
Yeah, I had a project in 6th grade and I had to make a bug.
Oh,
How'd you
It
make
got
it?
destroyed.
so you're the
Okay,
one that made love
Before we
bugs.
get to the destroy, how did you make it?
I half-assed it.
Okay.
I just colored an eraser.
What the fuck? Everyone else is handing in love
You doing
bugs.
that project? I don't remember me helping you.
As you see, she half-assed it.
Clearly.
Clearly, she didn't need your help. It was an eraser. Colored it in.
I made a little ladybug.
Okay, how did you destroy the eraser? You just erased a bunch of shit that you wrote in pencil?
Chew up on it, like.
I painted it red in little black circles and I made like a toilet paper tube and colored it, like left it brown.
Like
Had,
it was
a
on dirt.
little- Yeah.
And then she put it on it. I said, he's my ladybug.
Yeah.
And it was like, how long did it take you? 5 minutes before class.
Found this in my backpack, this in my backpack, this in my backpack, and this in the ladies' bathroom.
What can I make?
Like at least I passed. That's the funny part.
That's the Florida education system.
Resourceful. The woman I'm with. Resourceful as fuck. Look at that shit.
That is resourceful. Can you imagine that?
That's some shit. I would have skipped that day.
For real?
In elementary?
I was
Wait,
not
what are you
in
talking
elementary.
That's
I
middle
was
school.
in 6th grade.
Me at middle school.
Middle school?
That's
Yes.
middle school.
That's middle school.
Didn't y'all go
That's
to
even
the
worse.
same?
No. We went to the same high school.
Same high school, yeah. I went to Legacy.
Oh.
How about the Jets?
Fucking dickhead. Yo, I got called on the cops before after I left that middle school by the principal, who I almost got into a fist fight with.
How do
It
you
was
manage to get... Wait, stop there.
Oh shit!
How do you manage to get into a fist fight? Or almost manage to get into a fist fight with the principal?
In
Middle school.
I wasn't in middle school. I was in high school at this time. I went to go pick up Chang's younger brother from the middle school, and no, I went
You had
there.
PTSD when
Go
you
ahead.
showed up?
I know, right? Go ahead.
No, but he was basically okay. So he. Chang's younger brother's name is Noah, so I'm just gonna use his name. Noah saw us. He was waiting for his mom to come pick him up, and basically I was walking with Chang's other brother, who was walking home with some of his friends. I went to go pick them up, but because that's what Chang told me to do. But Noah said he was gonna wait for his mom to come, and he had some stuff with band. But he was there with his brother, and he came out to see me. And he left right along the edge of the property of the school, and then we left, and then he tried to go back. Principal's standing right there, and he's like, "No, you need to walk home. I can't let you back onto the property."
She's sleeping in your room, so just watch the baby.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next.
Yeah, so he was like, you already left the property, you can't come back on. And I went over there and I was like, listen, bro, he's like, I explained the situation from, and I used to get in trouble with him when I went to that middle school, so he knew me. His name is literally Mr. Hancock, and I used to bully the fuck out of him because of his name. In middle school,
You're fucked up.
I used to bully the fuck out of this guy, like publicly, in front of everybody.
That's really sad.
Dude, with a name like Hancock, like, you know how easy it is to use that?
Respect your teachers.
Oh, he was a cock. Like, this guy was a major asshole. No one liked this guy, trust me. It ended up with him, like, calling me a couple names and me almost going, like, I was gonna go over there and then
You want another one?
I didn't end up going. Somebody stopped me from going over there, but I was literally about to go fucking fight him. Oh, it was because the cop showed up, the school cop. The school cop showed up on his side and I ended up leaving.
Would you like lime? That's the only one. There's water and lime.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm
You
gonna
want
get...
wine?
No. Yes. Always.
He's fancy now.
Always. Just pour it in my soda cup.
That's what I was gonna do. I was
Wait.
gonna bring a cup.
Oh, I left my cup over there.
But,
Yeah, let that get in the pool, you know?
huh?
Let that get in the pool.
What?
Finally, she's asleep.
Yeah. That's amazing.
That is amazing.
Babe.
Yo, is it me? Or is it like hot as balls?
Yo, it's humid as heck. I'm over here like, yo, I'm about to take off my shirt, to be honest.
Good lord.
I'll let you know when it's over.
Here, take this cup.
Alright, give me a moment.
He's releasing fluids.
As you hear, we all filling up on our drinks.
Okay,
Who
the way
fuck
how
just
I
has
put
a
it.
bag of wine, like a sack of wine. Like, what is this? Like,
Me.
you walking around with Jesus? Like,
Cause there's a wine in a box,
I know.
and we don't want the box to shred in the cooler.
No, I get wine. I've never seen that before.
Bag of wine.
Just a bag of wine.
So what you thought the wine was just in a cardboard box, and the wine in the box?
No, I've never seen wine in a box. This thing. I've only seen wine in bottles.
You never heard of the term boxed wine?
No, actually.
What?
Yeah, you definitely need to get out more.
Yeah,
But
man.
yeah.
I'm
No,
not
no,
really-
but that's
I'm really
not a
they,
wine
they
person.
just turned 21. So
True.
Take it easy,
Yeah.
man. All right.
True,
What
true.
you talking about?
Jeez.
What you talking about, Willis?
I'm not even 21 yet.
And you do not drink.
No, ma'am. Absolutely not. No self-incrimination here.
Florida man.
And there goes the investigation.
And cue the investigation.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I feel like a fancy redneck drinking wine out of a beer bottle.
I mean,
It's a
let people know you are Caucasian.
Yeah, you're Caucasian. You're not a white man. You're not a white man.
You are a white man.
I'm fucking miracle.
He is a white man.
He's Jamaican, so
Well,
let's-
I'm white, but I was raised by Jamaicans, and I
Yeah.
grew up not very white.
No,
Not very white at all. I didn't grow up very
he
white.
grew up
You know-
that Eminem lifestyle.
Oh,
I know I may seem like a well-behaved angel today, but don't let that fool you.
he's the devil.
But don't let that fool you.
no.
He was like, I was raised by Jamaicans. I sometimes think like a Jamaican. You lived over there too, didn't you?
I didn't live over there. We spent 3 months over there.
So you lived over there.
It's 3 months. Another family.
It was a long ass vacation. We didn't live over there. Just had all my stuff. You know, kind of went to school for a little bit, but no.
I didn't even. I was literally, we flew in through Montego Bay. It's cheaper to fly in through Montego Bay than Kingston, because Kingston's the capital. But Montego Bay is like the big.
How old were you?
I was like, shit. What? I don't get it, but okay.
You know the song from
Wait.
Sean Kingston?
No, they could go ahead. Go
Beautiful
ahead.
Girl from Sean Kingston.
Oh, Kingston. Okay,
The
gotcha.
one hit
That's
wonder?
why. That's why
Yeah.
you referenced it.
Well,
Right?
Wow.
He had a couple other stuff and some underground
Change.
stuff. Yeah,
Um,
What was it? Sing it again.
nothing. Just let him finish his story.
It was no, we just flew in through Montego Bay. That's mostly like white people and tourists over there. But you go deeper into the country. Yeah, we go deeper into the country. We went to Negril,
How deep?
like Linstead deep, where there's like you wouldn't understand. Okay.
I'm with it because I'm not.
Yeah. So why are you gonna ask, man? No, but we were pretty like where you didn't see anything but locals, and to the point where you go anywhere. I went anywhere. There were people asking to take pictures with me. They didn't think red hair actually existed. Like they were all in disbelief that was my
There's
actual
a
hair color.
leprechaun too.
Yeah, and there were some people there who legitimately never seen a white person. Like,
Damn.
yeah, and, like we were
Those are
some
those.
isolated parts.
But those
of
are
Jamaica,
those are those.
up in the mountains.
Th-
like-
that's everywhere though. In a sense of like that's everywhere because some people don't have access to the internet. Some people don't have access to information.
Yeah, but sometimes like in other places, it's just the culture, the community,
The
like
culture and the community.
that. I forgot what's that island. That island.
Near the Indias, the indigenous island where
Yeah,
they have tribal.
Yeah, they
it's-
have tribal, and they cannot like go near the island because they just start throwing like spears.
They literally
and-
start throwing spears at
I've
fishermen.
seen and
That-
planes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at
on
I've
planes and
seen that,
everything.
yeah, on YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
In the
just
end,
crazy.
there's some in the Amazon too.
Yeah, in the Amazon, indigenous tribes, and that's just crazy.
I think it's dope though. It's just a piece of history being kept preserved.
That is a piece of history. being
I
kept
watched
preserved.
a documentary with this guy who sat down with cannibalistic tribes.
Oh, I
Elders.
saw that documentary
I
too.
seen
Oh
that.
my
And
god, that
it
was dope.
interesting as fuck. It's just this white guy with a translator talking to these dudes, and he's basically saying like, each of them, he said, I ate human meat twice. I ate human meat once. This guy ate human meat once, and each of them said that they did it because they had to. There was like food shortages and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, I saw
Um,
that. And they almost got attacked.
Yeah.
Remember because one of the villagers was getting mad because wait, why are these guys doing here? Why are they bringing this?
Like I'll kill you.
Yeah,
Threaten to kill him,
they
eat
were
him.
literally threatening to kill him and eat him. It's a crazy
That's
documentary.
what I'd be afraid of.
That's amazing, though. Different, like, just because you're isolated from the rest of the world. Like, you think about the lifestyle of America versus the lifestyle of that. What different roads do you have to go? What different choices do you have to make as a people to still beat that?
As a people.
Yeah, as a people. Like, how did America, like, as a people, America became a people, a very civilized people. As a isolated tribe in the Amazon, that's essentially a people, you know?
Civilization is essentially how this civilization still
Yeah.
became what it is, and how does it keep going to becoming of what it is.
By people, I don't mean a singular. I mean, like, group. I get weird confusion. Jose's a people. You're a people. She's a people, and I'm a people. We're all
the
people. We the people.
We the peeps, hole.
Oh. Ah.
The last part.
Yeah, we're filming this in the background. It seems like we're being a little loud. Even though we're having a great time drinking.
Those
That's
who are
the
21
underage.
and up.
Yeah, those who are 21 and up.
They don't know me.
You don't know me. You don't know what I got.
And
I
the
got something to show you.
and the investigation starts.
You guys know who Old Greg
The
is?
games begin.
What about
I think we're probably saying being too loud.
You guys know who Old Greg is?
No.
He's
Oh.
Greg.
No.
That
And
is
old.
No. Don't you dare bring that up. You guys like some watercolors?
Out there, watercolors.
Did you like Tiger King?
Yeah, that shit was dope.
What did you like about it?
The fact that it wasn't cheesy and corny like I thought it was gonna be.
Oh,
I just
no, it was
judged
cheesy
it
and
solely
corny.
based on the thumbnail. No, that shit was interesting, bro.
It was interesting, but like the songs were cheesy and corny.
I thought
Yo,
it was funny.
I
That's
thought
my
the songs were funny.
the
country
Oh my
songs.
god,
Yeah,
those
the
made
Tiger
me
song.
cringe.
Yeah, that
Like
shit was
I
so
felt like I was
funny.
having a seizure. That's
When
how
I
hard
first
was
heard
cringing.
the first song that was played on the show, I truly was like so confused. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then I realized it's him who's singing it. And I'm like, yo, did this dude really create a song?
No, he didn't create a song. He created an album.
Like multiple.
Two of them.
Multiple.
Yo, I thought I don't know.
Nah.
I was going into it like, all right, what am I getting myself into?
It's a YouTube video, Old Greg. If you want to see it now, I can show it to you.
Later. Later.
You
Yo,
okay?
That wine hit you that hard?
Speaking in tongues.
That wine in the bag, I'll see that quick. Oh my god.
So,
See why I say come up with a list of topics.
I have a bunch of list of topics in my head right now, but I don't know which one to go
what's
with.
next on the
Second one.
Maury Show?
On the floor in the basement. Finally, the cop sirens has calmed down.
Huh?
The cop sirens? You
bet-
don't hear them no more
haven't-
now,
I
right?
haven't heard them all day, honestly.
Oh no,
Dude,
no.
they were just.
Dude, you said
You
there was.
didn't hear it right now? Like,
You
they
said
were
that there
going
was 4
crazy.
cops.
Yeah, I saw them, but I haven't heard like sirens.
Dude, they
back
were
here.
just doing it like 15 minutes ago. Like,
Really?
crazy for a while.
Yeah, there were sirens all over this place right
Right?
now.
Like,
Wow,
a few minutes ago.
Hear. Honestly, I
Back
didn't hear.
here.
Yeah, but it's every day here. That's the one thing I don't understand. Every day there's sirens. You can
Yeah.
always hear sirens. We're here. We're out here every day.
Oh my god.
But
You
nothing
and the
ever really
song
happens here.
references.
Sorry. What?
She's singing songs. She's over here
It's
like.
we talking about cop sirens, just like wee 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 wee. Look how really.
I make it say.
Oh, now y'all know that song? Oh my god.
That's from Lil Wayne, right? Yeah, Mrs.
Yeah.
Officer.
Literally,
You're the one who was like the Lil Wayne groupie.
Wow, I'm not a Lil Wayne is a good rapper.
You want to share your playlist?
Yes, I do have a lot of his albums, and I do listen to a lot of his songs. Oh. You want more wine?
Grandpa is so cringy.
Why?
Of course.
Oh, let's go swimming.
what?
He's in the water.
Yeah, go.
How he got his phone to record and knew how to do that, I don't know.
He ended
It's
up
me.
on the pole.
I don't understand how he learned how to set his phone to record, but this man can't fucking fix the outlet. Like, replace the covering,
That is not
the outlet cover.
Two
Yeah,
screws.
correct. You're absolutely right. Let me correct that. Not the outlet cover.
Yo, wasn't he saying that he doesn't go swimming?
Yeah, I was really
Yeah, he don't go
surprised to
swimming
see
when
him.
we home because
Look at him.
he don't have bathing suits.
People are hearting it.
That's cringy. I need to stop.
Why let your granddaddy show his love
Let
out
him do his
there?
thing,
You
man.
know?
You ain't bother that nigga. let him have a fun day once.
You
in a
know,
while.
he needs people.
He
All
needs his
people.
fun.
Everybody needs some love.
Yo, that's so funny. Yeah, everyone does need love.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, he has his own insecurities about the way
That's
he
it.
knows he is too.
Yeah, I think it's a good moment to shut off.
Yeah, be all letting that wine, sipping, and getting all comfortable.
Yeah, let's just. Yeah.
Well,